Hey, True Believers England team here, and we've got almost a full house. It's going to be a lot of fun if you guys have never seen one of these. It's basically like the worst high school play you'll ever be to, with a whole bunch of people that should have a lot more hair and actually does. All righty. And plus, yay, thanks to Maranya and Katie, we have female voices to do the females, so thank you very much, ladies. Speaking of female voices, we also have a normal Zach on the top row as well.
Oh, okay.
And we've got Professor Pixel in the house.
Howdy. This is my first time on the stream. It's nice.
All righty. And I do believe that Puppetine may be making a voice appearance later. And we do have the real Dr. Venkman, except no substitutes.
Damn right.
All righty. And, of course, Eric Back Issues Breen. Okay, so now we know what kind of back issues he's having tonight.
Quit watching the Reds.
It's either the comics or it's just the fact that he wants to lay down. All right.
Or he is.
I'm just kidding. He always just wants to turn off and lay down. So if you guys haven't seen this, like I said, we're going to be giving you one of the worst high school plays you guys have ever experienced. It's going to be a lot of fun as we are going through the first appearance of the Freedom Fighters. Now, we did Chapter 1. Chapter 1 was Justice League 107. Tonight is Justice League 108. We did that yesterday. Had a blast. Had a great time. Please check out that video as well. I swear we're getting better. And I hope you guys have a good time here. And hello to LK and Black Cat saying, "What's up, people? It is I, the Black Cat, here to bring you all the bad luck, except Maranya. She gets the good luck because she brings the cookies." And hello to the Batman. Should we let the Batman on so he can do all the Nazis?
Yes.
Yes.
Because he does have a great German accent.
Batman is the Nazi.
Okay, so it is.
Batman does the Nazis. That sounds wrong.
I actually watched that porn.
He's
it
not
was
gonna be
kind of a weird situation.
That was the director's cut of Batman Damned.
All righty, let's. Whoops, I'm trying to share this out again instead of. There's the invite. All righty, let's get him on here.
He's in the chat. Yahoo!
All righty, so this should be fun. There's a lot of characters in this book because it's the Freedom Fighters, it's the Justice Society, it's even the Justice League of America, since it is their book. And I keep going out of focus.
Look
at it. I'm out of focus right now. When it's all blurry, that's actually me.
This is also the end of our careers.
All righty.
We had careers?
Batman does the Nazis. That was when Adam West's career was going really down and he needed the money.
Exactly. All righty, gang. So let me share this out properly here. So, or at least get this ready to share to the crowd.
Yeah, let me get into character. I think I have it.
Oh my gosh, it's a German maiden.
You need to do your best Adam West impression. You promised us this now.
Okay.
You sound kind of like a German maiden right now.
You want me to do my best, Adam? Hold on a minute. That's the sound of somebody slowly decomposing.
That it's never that it is always too soon for that joke, sir. That's
horrible.
That was absolutely.
I have the better impression.
If it's horrible, why are you laughing?
This is my better. I have a much better impression. This is my impression of Adam West.
Are we really doing this like Kaive? Here we go.
We're getting all the breaking out of character done before we start.
All right, I'm done.
Like, the thing is, you're saying it's too soon. The thing is, let's be honest here. Adam West would have laughed at that.
Okay, yeah, we need to get control of this here. So
it's Froggy would have said he
take control, England team. Go ahead.
I know, right? Yeah, try, man. You can't do it. You can't do it. You ain't nothing.
You can't handle the truth.
You're not bad. You're nothing. All righty. So where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Let's share this out. And
here we go.
There we go. Let's see. Is this easier for you to see, Eric?
Yep.
All righty. So once again, we are on Justice League number 108, and we've seen this cover about a gajillion times on different comics. But I got to tell you, I've always enjoyed them.
Can I ask on I'm forgetting the name.
Apparently, you can't ask.
On the side with Uncle Sam, who is the hero with the giant condom on his head?
Oh, that's the human bomb.
No, that's the Ray.
You got the Human Bomb, the Ray, Uncle Sam, and Black
Wow,
Condor. Okay, so here we go.
It's the old Kermit.
But once again, yes, I got to tell you something. I do enjoy the. I like this cover. It's pretty good.
It's a nice.
I don't know.
It really is.
Yeah, would you put this up against the X-Men, or what would you say there, Eric?
Well, I think the first time it was done was Avengers Annual 2.
Oh yeah, who they were running towards?
It was the old Avengers versus the new Avengers. That was the Scarlet Centurion storyline.
Okay.
Notice back in those days, compared to nowadays, Superman looks fat, but it's not actually that he looks fat. He's drawn as a strong man, well, they all were, as somebody who's got muscles from actual hard work rather than gym muscles, which are show muscles. Not worth much in the terms of actual physical strength, if you know what I mean.
I do like the whole entire thing. It looks like a Black Widow logo.
I noticed that too with the red triangles. It looks just like the Black Widow logo.
All righty, is this how World War III will be fought between the superheroes of two different Earths? Let's get this one going. All righty, hold on. Let me get into reading mode, and Eric, takes away.
Concluding the most fantastic adventure to date of the Justice League of America.
Well, okay, how am I going to get this? Who's talking? This one is weird. I don't know who's talking. So.
I think they zoom out. I think that was
that's Superman.
Superman.
All righty, that's Superman. Who had Superman?
I do. Uncle Sam, we accuse you and your friends of betraying America.
Ooh.
Presenting Earth X, the interdimensional world where Nazi Germany won the Second World War and now controls the planet. Into the suppressed parallel reality comes a handful of avenging figures. Shut up, Batman. Determined to free the Earth or perish in the attempt. But if our opening scene is any indication, one must truly wonder if they will be 13 against the Earth or 13 against themselves.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun,
Get out of my
dun. Written by Lynn Wine. All righty, cool.
Yep.
Come on now, buddies. You'll have to settle down and keep still if you want your old Uncle Sam to finish his tale. Okay now? Comfortable? Nobody has to leave the room? Good enough. Then I'll start where I left off. If you remember last time, the members of the Justice League of America and the Justice Society of America had invented a gizmo called a transmatter cube, a device to help them cross the dimensional barriers between their two Earths. But the interference of that android fellow, the Red Tornado, threw the transmatter doodad out of whack and threw half a dozen of them Justice guys into our dimensional world instead, where they found themselves facing a dang blasted nightmare. A nightmare that might blame well have killed him if me and the gang hadn't jumped in to lend a hand. Told him about the mind control machines the Ratsies used to keep the world enslaved, and danged if they didn't offer to help us destroy the cussed things. Doc Fate's magic powers teleported us, and three mind controlled. Then we blah 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 blah. Okay, the Ray, Doc Fate, and the Human Bomb, and that spooky Batman fella tackled the device atop the Eiffel Tower, and it blew it to Kingdom Come. And the rest of us, well, listen close, and I'll give you all the details.
Fujiyama, Japan's most sacred mountain. Each year, many thousands of faithful believers make the rugged pilgrimage 12,388 feet to the volcanic mountain's top to worship their ancient gods. But this grim day, 4 special pilgrims join the silent procession, 4 drably garbed figures who worship a most special god, the god of freedom.
Can you hold on a second? Well, yeah, the first panel there where it says worship their ancient gods. If you keep just reading down, their ancient gods: Superman, Dollman, Green Owl.
I feel bad for anybody that worships a god named Doll Man.
Doll Man, right?
Remember, next time Batman says, "Hey, everybody got a link for a bat?" Say no.
I'm thinking that is a good idea. All right.
Things certainly are different on this Earth. On our worlds, Japan was the Nazis' ally during the war.
All right, and that's you, Kate.
No, that's me.
Oh, Maranya, sorry.
And so it was. Here as well, young man, until the war did end. No sooner did we lay down our arms in triumph than the Nazi serpent did turn upon us, forcing Japan to bend to the Third Reich's will.
Oh, we're gonna get shut down.
Aye, the shame we bear since then. Now we pray for a chance to regain lost faith. Just have faith a little while longer.
Oh, that might...
Sorry, that's
okay. That's okay. Just have faith a little while longer, old father, and we'll see what we can do to give you that chance.
And that is, narrator.
And when, at last, the pilgrims reached the majestic mountain's peak.
Fuji is actually an almost extinct volcano, Green Arrow, and I think of no better place to locate the mind control station than in the volcano's craterous mouth.
I'll buy that, Phantom Lady, but we've got one little problem before we can find out for sure.
You mean those guys? Well, you know what we can do about them. Let's just quietly spread out around the crater's rim, and when I give the signal...
Yeah, we know, Hero. We know.
And moments later, when the four determined defenders are all in position...
Now!
Lieber Gott! Back, you crazy fool! Get back! Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
As we see Superman hurl one Nazi into another.
Wham! Whomp!
Phantom Lady blasts one Nazi. I didn't know she had darkness powers.
It's actually a BP oil spill.
And as one Nazi is trying to shoot Green Arrow, he deflects the gun so it shoots another Nazi. And Doll Man crotch faces. Is he putting his crotch into the guy's face? Is that what we're supposed to get out of this? I don't exactly know what's going on there. Yeah.
And when the dust of the brief battle has settled.
Old father, you asked a chance to restore your nation's pride, and I give it to you gladly. Take the Nazis' weapons. Guard them till we return.
Return, young man. But where do you go?
Into the crater, old father, to destroy the evil that holds your world in chains.
You know, somehow I was afraid he'd say something like that.
That's Phantom Lady.
Green Arrow, I refuse to believe you're as reluctant as you pretend to be.
Here now. Arrow.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, tell you what, lady. You don't tell anybody, neither will I.
Hate to interrupt, gang. Oh, is it Dollman? Or is it Superman?
Superman.
Okay. Hate to interrupt, gang, but have you noticed anything strange about this crater? Such as the fact that it's empty? Where in blazes is the mind control station that's supposed to be here?
Oh, wait, that was Dollman. Oh, well, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Dollman. I think it is here, Dollman, but some mysterious barrier prevents us from seeing it. Well, that is a problem easily solved.
I like how he's got the sideburns, or the gray.
Yeah.
You normally don't see that.
Yeah,
Wow.
this
Is that Earth 2 Superman?
Yeah, that is. That is.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Eric.
All right, me what?
Oh, I thought you were going to do the sound effects.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
The device was here. Gentlemen, we can start dismantling this thing.
Lead on, friend. You don't have to invite me,
ladies and gentlemen, Puppeteen.
Dolman brought to you by Acme Helium.
But as the daring band and one youth cautiously advances upon the gargantuan device,
Word, click, alarm, alarm. Intruders in area. Preliminary scanning reveals 4 humanoids, abnormal superior capacities. Conclusion, humanoids similar to those that destroyed Paris installation.
What do you know? This gizmo can talk.
Observation program maneuvers D5-4, N3, and R96E2 have proven ineffective against such humanoids. Projected course of action, a more basic means of restraint must be employed against current intruders.
What in blue blazes is that thing talking about?
Attention humanoids, warning, any attempt made to destroy this mechanism will result in the immediate obliteration of the island of Japan. Repeat, total devastation of Japan. Caution, this is no idle threat.
No idle threat, huh? Bunk! You'll be threatening us out of the other side of your condensers after I'm through with...
thrack.
Now, does that seem out of character for Superman? To me,
Well,
it
it's a
does.
different Superman.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
Not really.
Alrighty, Zach,
he's
you
kind of
got
childish.
Yeah. The ground trembling. I can't see the bottom half.
Yeah,
I know. This is weird the way they've cut this.
The ground trembling like an earthquake. That's all I've got.
The
Oh wait,
device.
trembling like a leaf in a storm.
Yes, it's you, Phantom Lady.
It's going to destroy Japan by sinking the island into the sea.
Even though Japan's more than one island.
Gotta get moving. Do what I can to keep Japan's nose above the water. You folks will have to finish off the mind control device by yourselves.
Gee, thanks. Remind me to do you a favor sometime, too.
Observation program action thus far 52.94631% effective.
A half dozen heartbeats later.
Must fuse these fissures together again before they reach the island's base and tear Japan apart. But the going is slow. So terribly slow.
Observation update. Departed humanoid possess majority of superior abilities. Conclusion, remaining humanoids will cause little trouble.
Little trouble? I think I resent that. In fact, I know I resent that. Quit jawing for a second, Archer, and listen to me.
He's got a little trouble on his shoulder.
We still have to destroy that device without destroying Japan as well. I think I figured out how. Now, here's the plan.
Eric?
And moments after.
Okay, Rivet Brain, you've had it. We may not all be Superman, but if we fail, it won't be for a lack of trying.
Attention. Resistance is futile. Even this mechanism's total destruction will not reverse the catastrophe you have set into motion. But regardless, this mechanism must continue since you will not surrender peacefully. Yes, I made shit up. Zap. Just go with Green Lantern or Arrow.
Woo. Thanks. And that's one I owe you, kind lady.
Don't
You missed
mention
the caption.
my improved black beam can absorb energy as well as light.
Click reevaluation. Humanoid still functioning. Energy beam ineffective. New defensive maneuver required if this mechanism is to continue. Did they just
Chicken yellow is hot.
yeah. Have I been spelling energy beam wrong all this time?
Yep.
I think we all have.
Isn't it energy?
Insert further quarter to continue.
Okay, so that's kind of weird. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to get some comments here. Let's confirm Uncle Sam is Southern. Yep. Hello to Joseph Pulford. How you doing? That would be either her blackout ray or maybe it was reduced to a ring here. Yeah, I never actually thought she had energy powers, but I haven't read her.
She's got a crash blaster. That's what it is.
That's how you could always tell Earth 2 Superman, because of the white side. Poor Eric being relegated to the war. No, he's chosen it. He's fine with it. Yep. Sounds like Robot John Wayne. Why, thank you. That's what I'm going for. I'm trying to fuse the... Anyway, all righty. Let's continue, guys.
I thought it was Yul Brenner from...
Howdy, Pilgrim. I'm a computer.
Oh, and yeah, we are. I kind of figured if they're not going to show us the box, or we'll either make something up or just skip it, because this is cut differently than the other one, where we're not actually seeing all the words. So do your best. Program. Hold on, dude. Let's see. Projection, programmed action, T5 to D4. Will click. Alarm. Internal malfunction. This mechanism is losing control of its actions, losing control.
I think you should have gone with you son of a bitch.
There you go.
Misery.
You're up, pup.
I do believe we've done it, gang.
You're robbed of that squeak.
You've done it indeed, Green Arrow. For instance, later, the mind control stations malfunction. Japan is safe once more.
And 6 feet higher above sea level.
The waifus are saved. What did you do? More importantly, how did you do it?
We did it with our little doll man, Soups. Come on, Arrow. Let me tell it myself.
This is all you.
It's simple, really. Under camouflage of a hail of exploding arrows, I managed to reach the mind control device unseen, sneaked inside and played havoc with the mechanism's wiring until I hit the proper combination to reverse the sinking Japan operation, then deactivated the device permanently. But deactivating the mind control device doesn't seem to have changed a thing. The people above are still subdued and defeated, still victims of Nazi domination. In heaven's name, what did we do wrong?
Shift your attention from Fujiyama to a mountain of quite a different sort. Mounteth Rushmore of Earth X. Since 1925, it has stood at the Black Hills of South Dakota as a monument to the men who helped shape a nation. Now it stands as a tribute to the mad-eyed ex-house painter who conquered that nation and the rest of the world as well. Enter 4 gaudily costumed figures. By this time, we need not tell you why they are here.
Condor.
From the look of those Nazi guards, the mind control device is set up on top of the mountain.
How do we get past those guards to destroy it? They mow us down before we got halfway to the top.
Can I do the elongated man?
I don't think he has any lines.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah. That would be... Oh, wait. I never wrote him down. So, yes, by all means.
Yay.
And there's your line.
Not if they didn't see us, Sandman. Give me a few minutes to slither stealthily up there, and then come running.
By Juniper, that man is a peculiar sort of fella, ain't he?
It's me again. Another monotonous day, yeah, Hans? Yeah, Ernst! I do not see why the Third Reich needs us to guard this miserable mountain when they are more important. Excuse me, pal, got a light? Was ist? Yes, you can call me the elongated man if you can pronounce it. But don't be shy. Glurk! Step right up and meet my friends. They've been itching to meet you for a long time. Und the freedom fighters! Kill them! Schnell! Schnell!
Now, how are you going to kill anybody when you're going to be so busy sleeping?
Ach, noch etwas.
Effective, Sandman, but a little impersonal, if you know what I mean. Now, me, I got a way of handling these ratsies that's a heap more satisfying.
That's definitely John Wayne.
Satisfaction should come from the result of our efforts, Uncle Sam, not the methods we use to attain them.
Pock! Whack!
Maybe push up a bit. I can't see the totally lines.
Oh. He says, what are you trying to do?
What are you trying to do, Black Condor? Spoil all our fun? Something to win World War II all over again?
Yeah, it's not every day a fella gets a chance.
It's not every day a fella gets a chance to win World War II all over again.
Batman, help!
No!
That's
okay. What do we do for
An encore?
An encore. How am I not to say
What
this?
do we do what we came here to do? Destroy that cussed mind control machine. Strange, I didn't even notice that thing until now.
Perhaps not, Sandman, but it has certainly noticed us. Look.
Whir, click, alarm, intruders in area. Preliminary scan indicates my bird needs to shut the f*** up.
That's actually the alarm.
Yes, that's the alarm
condor.
sounding, right. More abnormally superior humanoids activating defense precaution P37D2.
And if our stalwart adventurers wonder about the precise nature of defense precaution,
Oops, sorry.
You will be.
P37D2, they do not have to wonder for long that indeed the bird needs to shut the fuck up.
Tarnation, our approach has set off a wall of flame between us and that contraption. We're snookered. Us.
Snookered.
Unsnookered, Uncle Sam. My handy-dandy gas gun has more than one use, extinguishing fires, for instance. Well, I'll be a tarnished spoon. I'm from the South, and I have no idea what that means, by the way.
Have you ever thought about putting a cork on the bird's beak?
I know, right? Somebody opened the door. I think he thinks it's Gale. Revelation, humanoids have penetrated perimeters of area P37, D2, defense area R96C5, must be activated, all ground and 15-foot area electrified. The machine is not joking. Look at those sparks. And can you guys get comments for a second? I will be right back.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Sure.
Let the bird outside the door.
Let's all go to the kitchen. What's that little intermission song?
Let's all go to the kitchen and cook ourselves a bird.
Oh.
Oh, that got dark.
I got the actual comic in the private chat if you guys want to click on the link and read it there.
Oh, yes.
And Indie Comics Jones, I know nothing, because I watched a lot of TV Land in my youthful days.
You're still in your younger days.
My teenage days, my preteen days.
In my younger days, they were first run.
I caught the reruns.
I'm sorry for Rhaegar Targaryen, who is now in Arkham Asylum in a straitjacket because of the bird.
The bird is going to be a villain's origin story.
You know, it's gotten worse. I heard one guy got so involved that he eventually just became felt. He became a puppet. Like, and that poor guy, right?
I mean, if you hear the bird, he's just saying kill, kill, kill.
You realize if
he does listen to Gale all day.
Take that bird back to a certain prison in Alcatraz, he would be famous as
That's all
bird murderer in Alcatraz.
Alrighty, Alonga Amanda Buku, lady.
Yeah. Right, it's me now, I believe.
No, I'm Uncle Sam.
Oh yeah.
You're not. There's no way on this earth you're Uncle Sam, Batman.
Oh no, he's still on. I thought
Next
he's read that
page.
bit.
Next page.
Heck, it ain't even gonna make us break our stride.
Ain't nothing gonna slow us down either.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Yes, there is.
Enough. Oh, okay, no. Right.
Oh,
keep me from
okay,
you.
computer. Okay, computer puss. That's 2 up and 2 down. Anything else you want to throw at us?
Observation defensive program R96C5 ineffective. So we noticed. But while you're trying to come up with a new bingo score, we're downright gonna take you apart at the seams.
Are we ever?
Oh, that's a nice. I like that one. Condor,
That's
Elevated Man.
I don't
Uncle
believe it.
Sam.
We didn't even dent it.
Okay, we'll keep going. I guess.
That is a cool shot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dollman
Great sound effect.
or Condor?
Condor.
Condor.
Big South American bird.
Maranya.
I'm sorry, I was muted. We hit that machine with enough power to destroy this entire mountain.
What in thunderation went wrong? Well, there's one way to find out. Hit it again!
And so they do, again and again and again, with power enough to hurl the stars from out the heavens and to stop the computer from making random coordinates. Blobbity blobbity blah to destroy one simple machine.
I don't understand it. We didn't make a scratch. What in Jehoshaphat is going on here?
From the way my mystery-loving nose is twitching, Uncle Sam, I think I know. And I will tell you when I change the page.
I did. It's right here.
Unless I'm sadly mistaken, gang, we haven't done any damage, but there's nothing to damage. We've been fighting a mirage, a figment of our collective imaginations conjured up by the real machine, with the help of that little bird.
Oh my God, this comic
It's in the comic!
It's
everywhere.
Twiddles! It's Twiddles!
the fourth wall.
I told you he was the villain of this piece.
At least it's quiet in the book.
Wow, now we need the bird sounds, and he's not here.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
All right.
It's been hovering stationary above us since we began our assault, relaying visual images back to the real device, which was out of our sight, hidden on the mountainside where it could not see us. Hidden, I'll bet you, inside that giant face of Hitler.
Then what in blazes are we waiting for? Busting that little paper hangers in the snoot is something I've been aching to do for a long time.
Black. And so, moments later,
Click emergency visual security has been breached. This mechanism is in danger of
blobbity blobbity blah, and Uncle Sam more blobbity blah. Blow at last fade away.
It's over. We've destroyed our target, but somehow I don't feel better for it. Like I know that despite the way it looks, we did not succeed in our mission. Our Earth is still enslaved.
Moments later, in the warehouse headquarters of the mysterious freedom fighters.
12 figures materializing before me. Then my companions have ended their missions.
Dr. Fate.
I raid. You really want to? I raid tornado and ended them in failure.
And after the gathered heroes have compared notes,
Apparently, the three-minded device had interlinked consciousness. As we destroyed the mechanisms, in turn, each one's knowledge and power were transmitted to the remaining devices.
That much we all figured out, Batman, but with all three contraptions finished, what's happened to that power now?
Yes, that's something we've been wondering about too. What did happen to all that dominating energy, Uncle Sam?
Huh? What in Thunder Nation you asking us for? You figure we stole the energy?
As a matter of fact, whack, we do!
Who else stands to gain from control of such monumental power? With your own super abilities and the mind control energy, you six plan to gain planetary domination.
Well, what are you all gibbering about? Isn't it obvious? Uncle Sam, we accuse you and your companions of betraying America and the world.
You gotta say like America.
dun dun dun.
Plot twist.
Oh, sorry. Well, you won't be conquering anything when we're through with you, traitors.
Hit 'em, men, for justice, for freedom,
For Pete's sake, they've gone out of their minds.
for you. Of all people to turn traitor to America is the ultimate sin. I'll destroy you for that.
Not this time you won't, Superman. You ain't catching me off guard twice.
The trust of a nation and this do not deserve to live.
That's a matter of opinion, pal. And seeing how you're crazy at the moment, your opinion isn't worth a whole lot.
The Nazis' mind control ray is still in operation. The Earth X heroes are immune to it, as I am because of my android construction, but my Justice League and Society colleagues have fallen victim. But my electronic brain allows me one other advantage besides immunity to the ray. It allows me to tune in on the impulses that are transmitting the mind control ray.
Can we stop to take a moment? Doll man climbing up elongated man's nose.
Don't go making fun of me. It's the best I can do.
Is he a real boy yet?
Okay, it's on you again there, Pixel.
Okay. And with any luck, I will be able to follow those impulses right back to the source before my associates can kill one another.
Moments later, at the very edge of Earth's atmosphere.
You know, it's fortunate I do not need to breathe like normal human beings, or I'd have suffocated for lack of air a few thousand feet ago. Now I need only... There it is. Unless my sensors are very much in error, I found it. A huge Nazi satellite orbiting the Earth.
However,
mind control station.
However, could he have seen this?
Like,
Who
you
can
need
even tell it's not there?
You need sensors to find that?
Yeah.
Easy
I'm
algorithm.
doing
YouTube.
my best.
The YouTube algorithm hit him.
No, he's only operating on Windows 3.1.
So Rhaegar is asking who the red-faced man is. It's me, Rhaegar. It's Eglantine. I'm just not wearing my hat. All right,
A red tornado.
Yep. There you go, Pixel.
But I must get inside the satellite to accomplish anything. And unless I can devise a way to force open this airlock. Huh?
Welcome, intruder. Airlock is now open for your convenience. Please come in. Please come again.
All right.
Oh,
I am in. What now?
Please continue as you are doing to the large lighted chamber at the end of the corridor. I am waiting for you there.
I did not know computers had accents.
Greetings. You are the first.
Hold on, that's me.
No,
Nah,
sir.
he asked to do Hitler a long time ago.
Hitler.
Bateman
Yeah.
is
right.
Hitler, confirmed.
Yeah, fool swine. Greetings. You have been the
Is
first to
literally
breach this.
Hitler.
Let him read his part.
Yeah, you swines.
Is this Adolf Schwarzenegger?
He's Austrian. Greetings, you have been the first to breach time of my skyborne command post. The Führer of the world salutes you.
Adolf Hitler. Your reign of terror is over, madman. You have 1 second to deactivate your mind control mechanisms before I deactivate you.
Wait, stay your hand. Let me speak. Why sacrifice yourself for a lost cause, Herr Tomato? Within moments, your colleagues will have killed one another, and you will be alone. But I sense in you a kindred spirit, one who will consider this one chance I offer you. Forget your defeated comrades and join us instead. Embrace the glorious cause of Nazism. Become one with me, and you will not regret it.
Join you? You are madder than my internal history tapes informed me. Never!
Wham!
That was
What?
uncalled for.
The force of my blow knocked his head off? I've been dealing with an android.
A being not unlike yourself, intruder. Or wait, I'm sorry, I forgot. Initial psychological. I can't do it. Pleased to be coming out of the potato chip rack. Your chance to be a hero is long since past. Initial physiological scan indicates you are also an android.
Wow, you went from Apu to John Wayne to Aaron Butler in one.
And what? that's the skill that I have, sir.
3 minute one.
That section of wall sliding open to reveal the last of the mind control devices.
Observation accurate, android. But this one mechanism is sufficient for the task at hand. No, the 4 mind control mechanisms were possessed of an. Now I'm going into iron. Of an interlinked consciousness. The destruction of any of the mechanisms transferred the knowledge and power of said mechanism into the remaining result. This mechanism now contains the total power of the mechanisms the 12 humanoids deactivated.
But Scotty, can you get us going?
That's what I was going for there.
Wait, what were you saying?
But Scotty, can you get us
Can't keep it anymore. Captain, she's gonna go.
She's gone, Captain.
All right, there you go. It's yours, Pixel. This is off the rails, guys. Pixel, it's all yours.
Thus ensuring the Nazis retain planetary control because no one even knows this satellite exists. An ingenious scheme.
Correction. The Nazi Party no longer controls the planet. Control is under the jurisdiction of the mechanism only. Exposition. Mind control mechanisms were created with a superior intelligence. Better be able to rule the Earth. Results several years ago, this mechanism and others took control from the Third Reich, replacing their leaders with androids, replicas, to ensure governmental shift would go unnoticed.
The balance of power is about to shift again, computer, with your demolition.
The power is yours.
I can't read this. Alert. Security of this mechanism is threatened. Defense precaution E45 X8 indicated. Activation of android guards. Hold on, let me see if we get. Nope. It just fucked up even more.
The top part is but as the robot guardsmen move into action. Top parts also says observation, ordinary rifle, fire ineffective against android attacker. Can you read that apart? I can't see.
Naturally.
Okay, here we go.
I'm whirling so fast that the bullets. Oh.
Good.
Bullets ricochet from the air pressure barrier that surrounds me. Now, a few whirlwind punches remove these minor annoyances. I can get down to the matter at hand.
At hand. Yeah, let's get down.
But before the red tornado can strike his computer target,
Moronikovs.
This entire chamber, shuddering savagely. Vibrations growing strong enough to tear this satellite apart. What's happening here?
Crisis. Androids.
Infinite crisis.
I know. I'm sorry, but I popped in my friend's voice popped into my head. No, I've got it. I got it. My friend's accent popped into my head from Thailand, but it was not something.
It's the only one you haven't used yet.
Crisis. Androids whirling motions. They have no. I can't do it. Sorry. Androids whirling motions have upset satellite's delicate gyroscopic balance. Satellite is now in decaying orbit, falling back to Earth. Conclusion: situation desperate.
Please return trace to upright positions.
Less than a minute before the satellite is destroyed in the atmosphere, and there is still something I must attend to.
Crisis. This mechanism is in danger of termination. As we see the satellite falling and burning in Earth's atmosphere.
It is finished. Once again, a madman's dream dies in a blazing bunker. I'd better rejoin my friends.
And in one small spot in the Atlantic Ocean, the waters bubble for a time, then grow still. Soon after, in the warehouse headquarters of the Earth X Freedom Fighters,
and I burst through the molten wall just before the satellite plunged into the sea.
Thunderation, man, I can't believe it. After all these years, our ordeal is over.
But not ours, Uncle Sam. Not until we devise a way to return to our own Earths.
I may have already solved that problem, Superman. I removed this from the mind control machine before it was destroyed. Unless I'm mistaken, this is the mechanism that allowed the 4 devices to mentally communicate with one another over great distances, and with a little alteration, may well allow us to contact our respective Earths.
You were tornadoing there a little bit now.
I know.
And after several hours of dedicated effort.
And that's you, kid.
Concentrate, my friends. Focus your minds of returning home, on reaching the minds of those who surely must be searching for us.
I love that accent.
For an endless moment, all brows knit in furious concentration, and then...
Dr. Fate! Superman! The rest of you! Thank God you're all alive! Keep this channel open. We'll adjust the transmatter cubes to home in on you. See you soon, gang. See you soon.
Yeah, we'll just unplug the filters and forget about them.
They'll be summoning us any second now, Uncle Sam. So I guess this is goodbye.
Something about Juniper, man. I'm going to miss all of you.
Yep, I
How
guess.
can we ever thank you enough for giving us back our world?
Who says we give
that is Kate.
Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
Top price
We
week.
gave you nothing. Good, Uncle. What you have gained this everyday it earns. Farewell, friends. Perhaps we shall meet again someday.
Yeah, Doc, maybe we will.
Next issue, a Justice Leaguer quits, plus the sensational return of the most oft-demanded hero villain in comics. All this and more in Doom of the Divided Man.
And the next page, and the next page is where we have angry fans yelling at Len Wein because about Red Tornadoes or Elongated Man, or it was the first appearance was not properly used.
May I ask Katie a question?
Sure.
Can we have a close-up of the cat?
There's a cat behind you.
Wow.
I have so many cats. I have 4 cats.
Never admit that on stream.
I only have one.
I only have 1 cat. I don't have 6.
This is Sawyer, and he's probably going to kill me.
Probably.
Aww.
Ow.
The dog.
I was about to say, Zach.
If we're showing off pets, I want to bring my bird in. So there you go, gang. The first appearance of the Freedom Fighters. I liked it. I had a good time with this. I had a good time with the reading as well.
That was nice.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was good.
I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad you guys
nice.
enjoy this. I've said this before. The sad thing is these videos do not get the views I wish they would. Please share them out to wherever you can. Take a moment to hit like, comment off on them after they've been posted so it'll help the algorithm and everything. But in all honesty, I don't care.
I'm just reading what Robert Roberts has put in the chat. Now, when I read Batman comics, I can't help hearing him speak in a broad English accent in my head.
There you go.
And when you read
But I bet you never knew I could do a heroic Golden Age voice before, did you?
not only that, whenever you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're going to think of Hitler.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
There you go. That was the plan. That was the plan. I gotta say, I will say this, Katie. Your Irish accent's a hell of a lot better than mine.
I thought it was Scottish.
Well, it
Ew.
reminds me of actually Ruth Connell from Supernatural. Rowena.
Oh,
So,
sweet. Thank you.
Where do you go to
She's
get
Scottish.
your accent?
Well, I'm actually a professional actress in real life.
Rowena from Supernatural is
It-
Scottish.
So, are you able to just pop from one to the other? Because
Yeah.
usually, a lot of times, I have to say a phrase like there's something in my head,
Right.
and that'll get me going. With Scottish, I love you,
Right.
always have. Okay, now I've got it. Let's go.
Okay, now.
Yeah. And it's just little phrases. In all
Right,
honesty,
certain vowels and phrases.
Yeah,
I find if you want a good Scottish accent, just think of the Proclaimers. Yeah, and a letter to America.
When I would walk 500 miles a day.
I would walk.
Well, my grandfather,
just to be the
my
man.
grandfather was Scottish. We're actually, I'm only second generation American, actually. I know, right? On my mom's side, anyway. But yeah, so I heard the accent for a while, but it's not like we used it, and I haven't heard it for a long time before he died. He used to tell me a joke that I always liked. He goes, he says, "You want to see my impersonation of a sober Scotsman?" And I was okay, and he would go with whatever beer he was doing, which I always thought that was fun because there is no such thing as a sober Scotsman.
So
good times.
Your family went from Scotland, which is awesome, to Florida.
Yeah. Because we wanted to know what it was like to burn every time we walked outside of our house.
Yeah. You wanted more information on that big shining thing in the sky.
Right. A day at the beach with Scottish blood is you walk out, you go, oh, look, sand, and then you burn and peel for 3 weeks.
Yes.
And it explains why England team loves wearing kilts so much.
Yeah, it's a little more
no, those dresses are for my other job. My job under the bridge.
It is a little known fact that the Scots have more trouble with the sun than vampires.
That is true. That is. No, actually, thankfully, I do have my father's side of the family who is got. Apparently, they never met an Indian they didn't like. I should be owning a casino at this point in time.
What kind of Indians are we on about?
The American kind, not the African kind.
Look at the comments; they're killing me.
Okay, let's see. Katie's everything is better than yours. No shit, except for I'm going to. I can't see below, but I'm going to guess that my boobs may be bigger.
Wow.
Let's see.
But I bet Katie's a better shaped.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Yes, yeah, and less hairy. I hope anyway. I always get Irish accents confused with Scottish. Says, I put this on.
What a way to scare a new person.
How can you confuse a Scottish and an Irish accent? They sound totally different.
You know what I think is funny, UK man, is if you ever get a chance to call a Welshman an Englishman.
And don't call an Englishman a Welshman either.
Oh my gosh! I used to do a comedy show while they were changing Earthquake over to Disaster Studios at Universal Studios. I would stand up on the podium, just basically 8 hours of improv stand up with people, and it's the way improv works when you're doing this. What happens is you do your set. And whatever works, you make sure you can set it up for the next round. So they say it's improv, but you kind of start getting jokes from here and there to create a set. But one time, by accident, this guy, I had an audience full of British people. And I said, okay, so what part of England are you from? And he goes, I'm Welsh. And I went, what's the difference? And the whole crowd goes, whoa.
I'm going to say, basic difference between an Englishman and a Welshman is an Englishman doesn't start to cry if you give him a lamb dinner.
That is such British humor. I'm sorry.
I got it.
Katie got it.
I don't know. People think I'm from Canada, eh?
And I can say that, and I'm a quarter Welsh on my mother's side.
Well, the real reason why England team wears kilts is that it doesn't frighten the donkeys.
There you go. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Again,
anyway.
we're trying to keep Katie come back for next Friday.
Roberts is saying these readings are my favorite of all 14 of England teams.
Do you know the horrible truth about kilts and what the Scotsmen really wear up them? Big, thick, frilly bloomers.
It becomes repetitive to say, says LK, but if this story was done today, it would be at least a 6-issue story arc.
Yep. Absolutely. And each issue would have 5 or 6 variants.
It'd probably be destroyed by Brian Michael Bendis.
Yeah. Or Tom King.
Are you kidding me? Tom King or Brian Michael Bendis would do the same amount of writing.
Oh no, they'd give it to Ta-Nehisi Coates, who turned everybody black, and they're all on the Nazi side because they're destroying America.
The only difference is if Tom King wrote it, is that it would be it'd be covered in depression. So
yeah, it would be existential.
I mean,
I
Retro
wanted to-
Nitto did sound kind of depressed last night.
I wanted
I
to
was
beat the
told
Nazis.
to be whiny, but for some reason I went depressed. I don't know.
I want to defeat the Nazis, but first, I must defeat the Nazis within me.
I want to ask Eric to do me a favor here. I want him to read one of Superman's lines and try and do a Superman voice, because I think he could do it.
Eric Brain? Yeah.
I think Green would do a good Superman.
We call him Breen Man.
Eric, you want to comment on this, or
next time we do one that has Superman in it, I'll play Superman.
all right, cool. Next week, guys,
he-
we're doing Superman, and I'm just kidding.
He'll be George Reeves.
If we eventually one day do Crisis on Infinite Earths, I think he could play Earth 2 Superman quite well.
I think
Oh,
so too.
if that's the case, Professor Pixel, you should do
Okay, you know what?
Superboy Prime.
If we
Superboy.
ever do Crisis on Infinite Earths, we may have to do that one offline, so we could. I would want to do that one right,
That would be a big one, yeah.
because that's 1 million characters. What were you saying, Eric?
Why start now?
Well, if you do Crisis on Infinite Earths, you need to get me so I can do Batman.
Which one? No.
All of them.
So all in favor, what does it do without him?
I can do Batman.
Aw.
We'll get frugal.
Apparently, I can only do donkeys. I mean, I get South African accents confused with Australian. I get
Angleton,
Kiwi.
could you rephrase that, please?
Angleton, I just want to say, but you do it well. So well.
That's
No one else
fair.
doesn't
Well,
like you.
Well, the whole thing is you take them to an edge. That way they back up. So, let's see.
Bro, that's not donkeys, that's goats.
Yes.
There's only one thing
Hold on, wait. We're not going to pass over the fact that I was joking and he just corrected me. What animal you want to take to an edge of the cliff? We are really trying to chase Katie away.
I know what animal I'd like. I know what animal I'd like to throw off the edge of a cliff. Whichever animal Dr. Ventman's riding.
Oh,
Apparently
I thought you were gonna
goats.
say Twiddles, and I was going to say Twiddles can fly. It doesn't matter if you push him.
I would have thrown a mouse.
the same thing.
My bird is cute. Stop insulting my bird.
Yeah, when you push a bird off the edge of a cliff, it's just going to flap its wings and hover there. What the hell was that for?
Are you kidding me? If Angleton goes to throw Twiddles off the cliff, Angleton's he's gonna get thrown off the cliff himself because Twiddles is just gonna.
Gail would kill him.
Question.
What were you saying, Eric?
How do you throw a bird off a cliff, England?
This
Well,
is what was
if
going
they're
through
a
my
penguin.
brain.
Well, the original Big Bird and all that's the reason why he's gone. He got pushed up.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can throw turkeys off of helicopters. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
What?
Greatest freaking TV
Right.
show ever, by the way.
Yeah, well, nothing can fly in the downdraft of a helicopter blades.
Did you guys ever see the WKRP Thanksgiving episode?
Yes.
That is what Eric is referencing. And if you haven't, do yourself a favor, Zach. Don't listen to anybody saying anything. This is a spoiler free zone at this point.
Okay.
Go find. You can probably find it on YouTube.
Yep.
Go watch the entire episode, WKRP Thanksgiving episode, and let me and Eric, from the bottom of our hearts, say you're welcome. You're gonna laugh your freaking ass off.
Is it called Turkeys Away?
No,
Okay.
Eric, I was.
Don't start now. We don't need a reaction video, but
no. I'm not. I'm just getting it set up.
Eric,
Come on, Zach.
Eric, I was in a Seeking helicopter on a training exercise.
For those
Sitting there, facing out the door, but some seagulls flew past tried to fly past the helicopter, got caught in the blade's downdraft, and got knocked out the sky.
I see that Daredevil.
it's called WKRP in Cincinnati. It was on for 4 seasons, started in 1978. So there you go, Mr. Rhaegar.
Thunder.
That's
Thunder.
gorgeous.
Thundercats.
Thundercats! Rah!
What was that?
Fungus. Fungus cats.
There's a few of the. It's
Not a
few
bunch
of
of
the,
furries.
the sets that are going to be in the auction this
Oh,
week.
are these previews for tomorrow?
Yeah, kind of. I've got I got the Daredevil yellow, the Hawkeye.
I have another question for Katie,
Yeah.
and it's a serious question. So you say you're an actress. What kind of acting do you do?
I
In
do
all
theater,
seriousness.
actually.
Theatre.
Yep, off Broadway.
Oh, wow.
That's supposed to be the
You live
hardest
in New
thing.
York,
No, I live in Connecticut, actually.
so you're way the fuck off Broadway. So,
As far off Broadway as I can get.
I mean, I could say that. Well, I'm off Broadway. Yes.
Does being half a country away help your friendship with Matt?
Because I'm in the Canada, eh?
You're in the American extension of Canada, Bankman.
You're in South Canada. You're in Canada's basement.
South Canada.
Don't you know? Oh, don't you know? Yeah, I am over there.
Yeah,
Where all the
bas-
cheese
bas-
comes from. No.
Basically, Venkman is a Canadian exile. He got kicked out of the country for being too Venkman.
I took over the country.
Let's
What?
see. Hold on just a sec, guys. Rhaegar is saying nobody likes it when you fact check jokes on the internet. That is true. That happens quite a bit. You can throw an ostrich off a cliff. They can't fly.
Leave the birds alone.
I want to know where you guys getting this experience from.
Hey, go with obscure bird facts. You
I've
know, if
seen-
you feed a Alka-Seltzer to a seagull, it will explode because it cannot burp.
LK is saying I've seen turkeys fly or at least leap onto roofs. Rhaegar is asking what WKRP is. WKRP was the nickname of the fullback for the 1989 San Francisco, whatever they called it at the time.
He means in connection
49ers.
to TV.
Dude, you're explaining a joke. Just let it lie. Let it lie.
We have a second Vinkman.
I know, right? Just let
Well,
the joke stay. Okay?
I was wondering why. Well,
We're insulting him all of this.
to be fair, Ingleton pulled up Bankman and read the comment I already replied to.
That's true.
And someone else answered it.
I was just called by what was reading in the chat.
We do not throw birds out of helicopters. This is
With-
a very serious issue.
And
Please don't
yes,
do it.
yes, turkeys can fly, especially if you make them sit in a turkey. No, seriously, turkeys can fly, especially if you make them sit in a trebuchet first.
Turkeys can fly if you get a proper T-shirt gun and you just.
Anything, like I said, make them sit in a
We're very
trebuchet.
violent here.
Yes.
No, turkeys actually, I remember, I was terrified. I
It's
saw like a flock
Thanksgiving.
They're nasty.
7 or 8 of
They're
them,
nasty birds.
Yeah.
like huge wing, like they just
Yeah.
took off. I thought
They
oh,
are
man.
not nice birds. My mom
That
used to
was-
live in a farm. She said they were.
They're ugly.
way worse than Alfred Hitchcock's.
They are ugly.
They're
They
ugly in,
terrifying.
in appearance and personality.
Yeah, but they look great on a dinner table.
No, yes, I was going to say, but they're
Leave them
beautiful when they're sitting there
Wow.
with potatoes on them.
They taste
If you
better
dress
too,
it right.
for sure.
How do you dress a turkey?
You find one of Eglantine Skilts, and
Well, you notice who ruins jokes most often.
Anybody
Batman.
would like to
Both
donate to
people
my
who play
charity,
Batman.
I'll give you my PayPal address.
Whoa. The only
Hey.
person shilling for money on this channel. Thank you
Hey.
very much.
Pixel, I'm gonna turn up where you live, and I'm gonna pull all your stuffing out.
Oh no!
I mean,
no, I can't have that happen.
I'm just gonna leave you there on the floor, lifeless and floppy.
I like how he
Wow,
starts
I have
with his
questions.
own voice, and then he's like, "Oh wait, no, I need my puppet."
What
Too-
did I
too
do
many-
to
too many
insult the
details.
Batman?
Guys, make sure you're talking one at a time. We have an audience that is listening in, so
We love
they can
chaos,
actually hear
so-
you.
Do you really
Alrighty.
be paying attention at this point?
I don't think anybody's paying attention to anything.
we
to
got
tell you the
20
truth.
people. We got 20 people watching.
Why?
I don't know.
Because 8 of them left.
I felt bad because there was only 2 people in there when we first started, so I started watching myself.
From what actually, Katie, from what I was hearing in that read off, you should try and audition for voice acting.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
So
So
should
you're
Pixel.
hold on just a sec. You're in Connecticut. You do theater. What have you done?
Let's see. As You Like It, off Broadway at the Players Theater.
Mhm.
I was Nancy and Oliver, the narrator
nice.
and Joseph. Lucy Harris and Jekyll and Hyde. There's a few things I've done.
And you got the pipes.
Yeah.
She sings.
Alrighty.
I do.
You can see her sing on Instagram.
That's right. You can.
Talking about acting, a friend of mine, he's with the local amateur dramatics, or he was until last Christmas, because we're doing The Wizard of Oz, and he wanted to play one of the Munchkins, and they wouldn't let him, and he left in a steaming tantrum.
He was
really,
6'8".
Yes, he was. Well, he's 6'1", and he wanted to be a Munchkin.
He's like, don't typecast me. Don't I can do Munchkin.
Oh my gosh! Evil Black Cat. Evil Black Cat.
He's got a voice which makes me sound like a soprano.
Evil Black Cat says the Batman is kinky.
I'm sorry about my cats climbing all over the place.
The Black Cat is big.
Okay, because the internet is the internet and it draws out all types.
Who's he see me push him off?
No, I wasn't talking. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So we're being asked, have you ever done Hair, the Fold Monty version? If you guys don't know, Hair, and when it was first released, they actually were the opening sequence dancing nude like they were at Ashbury Park. Yeah,
nice. I've only ever seen the movie version, but you can't have the police horses dancing on stage though.
And there's a song I don't think would ever be played today, and that which I think it's a fantastic song, where a black man owns every insult ever heard at him.
Oh,
it is one of the best musical numbers I think ever, and it's just one that would never be done. I don't see it being done because of the current climate. But
I think the most powerful scene in Hair is the end scene where Berger ends up going off to Vietnam.
Or Burger, right?
Yeah, I thought it was Berger. That's how it was pronounced. Burger's something you eat.
Now
you English. That's why we improve the language.
No, you didn't. Seriously, didn't.
You know what? You don't need a U in color. COLOR. Done. Why the extra letter? It just doesn't make sense.
Because we didn't have the sense to change it from the French.
Wait, say again, Katie.
I said that is a pet peeve of mine. I don't like when people add the U. Matt knows.
There you go.
I'm fine with it either way, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, Peter Dinklage played a giant dwarf in Infinity War. I actually, when I was in Thailand, I met a whole bunch of people who learned English. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of funny to hear English slang being used at me in a very thick Thai. Oh, honey, we need to go to the lit. I was like, okay, no, you're just don't do that. No.
It's even funny when you hear it. I forget where it is. It's somewhere like Thailand. I don't think it's Thailand, but they use English, but in an American accent.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
It's weird.
I spent a summer in like Malaysia, Indonesia, Cambodia, and to learn English, what I noticed some of the teenage boys would do, or the like preteen boys, they would watch wrestling, like WWE and everything, and that's how they would get their English. It's like, guys,
weird.
This is something.
Right.
The weirdest accent I've ever heard. It's New Zealand, because when they speak, they interpose the E and the I in everything they say.
Are you related to Angleton? Because he drops his camera all the freaking time.
Not anymore. I actually got a stand. That's why it's a little bit angled.
Have you noticed when he used to drop his camera, you never heard the bird?
Because the bird, no, you heard the bird because it was usually him who knocked it off, then got scared and flew away.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Just full screen her, why don't you? Jeez. Don't do it. I was kidding.
Don't do it.
Oh my god.
Yay! That cat behind you is not impressed.
That's just a normal.
So what is your favorite musical?
Oh man. Oh god, there's so many.
One stage, one film.
I'll do my top 5 of musicals. All right, so Jekyll and Hyde is my number 1. Oliver's my number 2. Godspell is 3. Les Mis is 4. And let's see, where's my 5? Secret Garden is 5.
Now you cannot
score.
You cannot mean like Les Mis the movie.
No. They discovered Sam Barks after she went on Broadway after that. So I love her. I've loved her since she was in BBC's I'd Do Anything.
I thought she was in the play before she did the movie, and they got her from the play to the movie.
She was in the musical, but she on Broadway. It was all.
So after that, she took it. Yeah, because she was brilliant. Correct. She was the best thing about the movie. It's kind of something because you do see someone who is trained to sing live every day.
Right.
The problem I had with a lot of the singers in the Les Mis movie is that they decided to do it live, but they were off beat. They were there's certain there were certain songs and certain pieces of music where it's like the music will be like bum 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 bum, and so the singer, and I'm explaining this so everybody knows what I'm talking about. So the singer is supposed to sing certain words and certain beats on those musical cues, and if you listen, the worst part is Hugh Jackman walking out onto the cliff. He misses every one of them. It's just, and if I think if you're,
because he is a musical theater actor, he started out in musical theater. He was Curly in Oklahoma, which I hate that show, but he was phenomenal. I hate Oklahoma.
You know what, Katie? Oklahoma hates you too.
I'm about to say you hate Oklahoma.
I know.
The musical,
not the state.
No, that's what I'm saying. I do actually like Oklahoma.
What about Paint Your Wagon?
But you like Godspell, and I forgave that.
I like the music in it.
Godspell is cool.
You know what? Sometimes that actually is the saving grace for a lot of stuff.
Right.
You know, you just it might have a great Avenue Q. Not a big fan. I like it. There are some songs, though, I got to admit.
Oh, yeah.
Fun. Yeah. Of course, the puppet man over here likes Avenue Q. So
that's where he lives.
LK is saying...
The answer is for porn?
LK is saying Chess is the best modern musical.
Doing that in Sesame Street? I can't afford Sesame Street.
Hold on. Let me get the comment section in on this. America desperately needs Vietnam to send millennials to. I think it's actually more Generation Z, I think they're calling them at this point. I'm getting motion sickness. I know, right? Well, you leave your freaking camera alone, you're fine. We'll look at your forehead and the wall. We're good.
I dare you to turn your camera upside down.
Let's see. Gilbert and Sullivan are my favorite, says Robert Roberts. I'm picking Oklahoma. Great songs, generally.
She did it. She did it.
I am the very model of a modern major general, and I polished up the doorknob so faithfully. I don't get that one. But
it's what the hell is that from?
I think it's Parks
I'm the very model of a modern
it's Batman. Will you let the woman talk? What were you? No.
Just because
I am the very model of a modern major general of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England quote the facts historical for Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical.
That's...
Yeah.
You should see Eglinton. He practices that at least once a week, every night in the mirror.
That's what I was trying to do, only I thought I'd muted myself. My apologies.
Oy vey.
Oh, thank you for saying I look like Lucy Lawless. That was so nice of you.
Actually, you do.
Comments.
And what age?
I can see it.
Yes.
Boomer Civic, current or past?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. He's got it.
There's not much difference current or past.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, there is. She's better looking now than she was when she was younger.
So she was ugly back then?
No, I said she's better looking now than what she was back then. Which implies that back then she was good looking, but she's improved.
Like that.
I'm sorry, Venkman, but you're an idiot.
Venkman, how are you still single?
No,
He's eligible, ladies and gentlemen.
Venkman, how did you get out of your father's scrotum?
Wow.
Black cat.
Whoa.
We're not going into that. We're not going into
that. That's a low.
Can we bring
Yeah,
on Jay Fairclough as a better
guys?
I just want to bring on Jay Fairclough because he's a better insider.
Okay, we need to stop talking over people, please. I know. Just stop. Okay, so let's see. LK saying I only like One Night in Bangkok from that one. I agree. Chess is. I don't know if I would call Chess the best modern musical.
I was in it when I was a kid.
Oh, you don't like it now?
It's a beautiful musical.
Mm-hmm. Never saw it.
Really? Oh, it's really pretty.
It's about.
If you ever get a chance, definitely listen to the soundtrack Anthem. It's a beautiful song. Linda Eder actually covered it. A lot of people covered it.
I'm looking forward to the. I actually on Prime Video they have a channel that's all like Broadway shows and the musicals. So yeah, looking forward to that. And screw Black Cat for saying, "Can we talk about straight people topics?"
We're laughing at.
Straight Cat says, "Can we talk about straight people topics?" Because I'm bringing up musicals. Do you know why? Because none of you uncultured swine freaking know about musicals.
I know this might be an unpopular opinion, but I like Grease.
Yes, I do too.
So do I.
I went when it first came out on the movie first came out. I actually got to see it first time round.
Oh, that's amazing.
Cool. Shows how old I am as well.
I remember more than once we went. We saw it the first time at a drive-in. Kids, that's where you drive your car into a theater. And that was a time when you had the boxes.
We still have them here.
Yeah, we were able to set up some lawn chairs the car was parked on one, and me and my cousins were in the lawn chairs listening, and I loved that movie. I like the music, the whole 9 yards. The play is a little bit spicier than the movie, but the movie still keeps in some movie. It's I ain't no bragging. It's a real So there are some lines still in the movie, but the play is a lot spicier.
The selling thing for me for the movie was it had Olivia Newton-John in it back then. She was absolutely gorgeous.
I got news for you. It's kind of still stayed that way.
Yeah,
let's
beautiful,
see.
Even now.
Inside and out, from what I hear.
Somebody say that was below the belt. How do you know she isn't Lucy Lawless?
Dr. Channing was great as Rizzo.
It's guys and dolls, not guys and guys. That is true. Yes. I was I was a stand-in for Guys and Dolls, but not a stand-in. Not a stand-in.
Understudy?
Thank you.
There you go.
For Guys and Dolls.
They call them stand-ins too sometimes.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, somebody took my idea, and Nancy Kerrigan got the pipe instead of the guy that was playing Nathan. So, yeah, because I was wanting that. What happened was it was in high school, and I was living in Texas. And I moved back to Florida, and they were doing the play. And I'm like, I know this. I could do this, but they had already cast everybody.
Oh, don't you hate that? I'll see like a play. It's not a play. It's a musical. I hate when people say plays. But I mean, you can totally say play, but like for me, I'm just like, oh.
There's a difference between a play and a musical. I get you. Yeah.
But anyway, my ADHD did that thing. But but I hate that when you see a project you really want to do and you find out it's already cast. It's like, but
now I understand everything I would ever want to do. I'm aged out of. I love Bye Bye Birdie, but I'm the dad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get Hugo. I'm not gonna get the rock and roller Elvis, whatever.
Right.
Well,
I don't know if this counts. Came out in 1983, and it's an Australian musical comedy. Alan Arkin stars in the titular role, The Return of Captain Invincible. It's damn funny.
But Alan Arkin, you got me sold. Alan Arkin is one of those actors. I've never seen him do a bad role.
Actually, has Christopher Lee singing a song in it.
That man could sing.
Not that song he couldn't. It was he sang it terribly.
I'll tell you the one movie musical I recommend everybody seeing for how bad it is Paint Your Wagon, where it's
like that.
Lee Marvin and Clint Eastwood singing. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Archie, I like from that. I like Mariah from that show.
So what do you got for us there, Eric? What goodies are you thumbing through
I
here?
saw that. I was trying to get a good look at.
Get smart.
Nice.
Best show on
Agent
TV.
99.
Okay,
One of
I'm
the-
an ancient Phantom.
Barbara Feldon.
You're
He's
one of
still
the big dogs tomorrow is a Silver Age TV comic. Issue number 1, as a matter of fact. So no. But I think it'll gain some interest. You know that Little Shop of Horrors was Roger Corman's B movie starring Yep. Oh, absolutely. I saw the original. It's dark. It's okay, but I got to tell you, I saw it after I saw the musicals, and I was able to do Seymour in the song Downtown, and I was also able to do the dentist in the same show. It was more of a burlesque rather than it wasn't the play, but
Right,
we
it's
would
like a
we were
cabaret.
doing cabaret. That I said burlesque. Other job.
Different.
Other fucking job. Yes, it was cabaret. That's the way my memory doesn't work. But yeah, so we were able to do different numbers, and I was able to nail the dentist and Downtown in the big production number, and then Cellophane Man, which I had done. I never saw Chicago. I didn't see Chicago until the movie, and so I could finally see it. I was like, oh, I did it well. Okay, thank you.
I've seen Chicago twice. Never going back.
Really? That's awesome.
I saw New York once. Ain't going back to that.
Oh, and Latine, I've DM'd you on Twitter the IMDb page for that Return of Captain Invincible.
All right, thank you.
Oh, if
welcome.
anybody
That'd be
wants to
cool.
follow me on Twitter, I'm K Harden Official. That's what it is.
Nah, it's okay.
K-H-A-R-D-E-N Official.
This is enough.
And she has a Ko-Fi. You can tip her.
Say what?
She has a Ko-Fi probably. You can tip her money.
Oh, there you go. Yes, and if you guys want to tip me, we'll be on the bridge in the corner.
And if anybody wants to follow
now
the
that is good. F Troop
Yep.
number 1.
Yep.
Another good one.
Oh, you know the girl who played.
That is the first issue, right?
Yeah, the guy.
No, it's number
come on.
3.
You know the girl who played Wrangler Jane in F Troop. Did you know she was only 16 when she first started playing that role?
Wow.
She lied about her age to get the job.
Wow.
You know, you're the only person that remembers the names of the kids. Right?
Anybody?
That was me like
Any man?
that 70s
Yeah.
show. She was like 14 or
Yep.
15.
Oh yeah.
Any male, heterosexual male who saw F Troop remembers Wrangler Jane.
Yes. It's like everybody loves the daughters in Green Acres coming out of that water well. You don't even think for a moment that, dude, that's the town's drinking water. You're thinking, hey, hot chicks bathing in the water tank.
Petticoat Junction, sir.
Yep.
Petticoat Junction, thank you.
Petticoat
Thank you.
Junction,
Green
yeah,
Acres is
right.
the one with the pit.
You know, you can
They
charge for
share
that
the
now.
same universe.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
a really good idea. I don't know if anybody you would want to do this, but what if we do a reading of a comic all in song one night?
See, I'm
My-
for it, but I don't think you have any backers on this one.
No. Actually, my singing voice has
I'll
been
give you
banned by
one.
Katie. My singing
Well-
voice is banned by the Geneva Convention.
Well,
The
Batman,
sun will
someone-
come out tomorrow.
Someone mentioned someone
Oh.
mentioned rock opera, the genetic rock opera, and I thought, oh, there it is, Rhaegar, Repo, the genetic opera.
Yep, Repo. Mhm.
It can't be as bad as that. So there you
Oh.
go.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to follow the real Dr. Venkman, I know the name of a good psychiatrist you can talk to.
There you go. Hey, Miss So, what's up? What's up?
That's funny.
Wild
Surprise! LK is saying surprise. No one mentioned Phantom, but if you guys were listening to that chaos, Professor Pixel mentioned it 4 freaking times.
Yep. Yep.
It's the Phantom of the Opera.
Love that musical. If I was a classically trained soprano, I would go for Christine, but I'm a belter.
Hey, Katie,
So you drink a lot?
She is
Heard
people.
that.
Katie, you've seen the Phantom of the Opera musical with Michael Crawford in the starring role, right?
No, I wish. I was born in '88, so I didn't get to see any of it.
What you want to do now is if you've ever seen any clips of Michael Crawford playing
Yes,
that
I
role,
have.
now go and look for clips of Michael Crawford in what he was most famous for in the UK. Frank Spencer in
Leave the door open.
Some Mothers Do Have Him.
Okay.
He was incredibly good at visual humour.
Mm-hmm.
MK wants us to do Fiddler on the Raft.
Roof.
If I had a life
Yeah, isn't that the one with Tom Hanks in it, where he's singing to a ball?
Wilson!
Oh.
England team could do Death of a Salesman as old guy dying of heart attack. I did that last year. Not going to do it again.
You had the best Moomoo dress ever, though.
Yeah. I really did. It's like I rated Kathy Bates's wardrobe.
I mean, I'm glad the camera angle was actually where it was, because any lower, we would have had a full Monty there.
I love Phantom of the Opera, says Miss So.
Yes.
The Phantom. So, what is the favorite song, Pixel? It's your pick. What is your favorite song for Phantom of the Opera? That is not Phantom of the Opera or Music of the Night.
Not in neither of those.
I'm going to make it difficult here because everybody else just went.
I know what mine.
There's more songs.
I know what
Yeah.
mine
Yes,
is.
there's more songs. I actually really do love Masquerade, and I love it when Phantom sings it. It's really
Right, the Phantom of the Opera. It's basically the story of Roxanne, isn't it?
Don't put on the red light,
Yes.
Roxanne.
Cyrano de
Roxanne?
Bergerac.
How about,
Cyrano
how
de
about
Bergerac.
you, Katie? Katie, what would you say?
What? My
What's your
song?
favorite Phantom song that is not the big two?
Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again. Is
I kind of figured that would be because
Well,
if you're
my
that would be
dad
your
actually
song to
died.
sing, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
I'm sorry. My dad actually died a year and a half ago, so that's been sort of like the song that I really understand now. Like I always used to sing that as a kid, but like when it really happens to you, you really feel. You're just like, oh yeah, I know exactly what that song is about now.
Okay, now I can't make the joke I was going to make
Okay,
because
now
it would be crass and insensitive.
Sorry.
because that stopped us before. Let's see. I used to be able to do a good Don Adams, says Zach.
I did.
Zach, you're right here. Why didn't you just say that?
Oh, because
Okay, let's hear your Don Adams.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot the point of no return. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
There it is. Pixel is my best on that. No, I'm just kidding.
Isn't it a movie?
Missed it by that much.
Wow, we really passed up the good old days of your Don Adams.
Yeah,
impersonation.
that was way back. I was like 13 or 14.
Missed it by that much.
Missed the impression by that much.
Celine Dion, Shakira, and Britney Spears. Those are my impressions that I can do.
Okay. I'll tell you what. You walked into this one. By the way, I dig on the Gidget cover.
Gidget.
That is
yeah.
awesome.
Where am I pointing? Yeah.
You walked into this one. I saw a video. It's one of the worst things you could possibly see. I recommend everybody check it out because it will make you laugh and cry at the same time. It was Celine Dion doing AC/DC Shook Me All Night Long. Can you do that?
Oh my god, I don't know.
I used to do an impersonation before I saw this. Oh, see, yeah, you're doing too good. You're doing better than she did. I used to tell a joke that something is as bad as a cover, as a Whole Lot of Love cover version by Celine Dion, because I couldn't think of anything worse. I want a whole lot of love.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And then this woman, I said, it goes Celine Dion, AC/DC. I was like, she sang with AC/DC? Oh no. Oh no. She put on her mom jeans and she walks out. I'm not kidding. She is wearing mom jeans. It is the worst karaoke performance I've ever seen. And I sat through 6 freaking renditions of I've Got Friends in Low Places at a honky tonk bar once. That's all they ever knew. So
I can do a pitch perfect impersonation of Charlie Chaplin singing in his heyday.
Do it.
The mime.
Okay, I guess the Batman doesn't actually know that Charlie Chaplin wrote one of the greatest vocal jazz songs of all time.
Yeah, but I guess you didn't see that I muted myself.
Yes, I saw that.
Sure.
I saw that.
It's funny.
Smile and the world smiles with you. That one, that's Charlie Chaplin. I can't picture Celine Dion shaking anyone all night long.
Ooh.
Dude, now you're getting into. So I'll tell you what, we'll talk, but we're just going to highlight Eric as he.
Hold on. Wasn't the girl from Uncle one of Yvonne Craig's shows?
I thought it was Stephanie Powell.
You muted yourself, Eric.
Yvonne Craig is in. Oh, okay. I was going to say because Yvonne Craig was Batgirl in.
No, she was in the. Yvonne Craig was the was the radio girl in The Man from Uncle TV show.
Batgirl. Did you know she had a theme song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
I completely forgot. I hadn't seen season 3 in forever and a day. And then I put the show on. It was like, Batgirl. Where do you go?
That was really good.
They don't play it very often in reruns because the last line is, "Whose baby are you, Batgirl?"
Yeah. That makes sense.
Well, it's obvious whose baby she is. Commissioner Gordon's baby. I mean, come on.
That was Scottish.
Right.
Let's see. My favorite Phantom of the Opera song is Thriller. Are you freaking smoking a Hobbit pipe?
I'm not smoking it, but it is a pipe.
You know,
I'm going to say it's my favorite Phantom song is "Nobody Knows My Name."
For the past 10 minutes, I was asking Puppetine.
Zach gets it.
Okay, hold on. RDV, let RDV say his.
The past 10 minutes, I've been asking Puppetine while we were streaming, like, what the hell is in his mouth? I thought he had a piece of bacon because I didn't see the full pipe. I just saw the handle part. I'm like, did he take those bacon bits in a dog toys?
He's being Sherlock Holmes.
It's not a handle. It's a stem.
Can you do Alanis Morissette covering my humps? Who do you want to do that? Do you want Zach? Pick a panel member to do this impersonation.
I would rather see Celine Dion singing that. I love it, Lady Humps.
You tell us which one you want to try, and most of them will say no, and then it'll be either me or Kate.
I want Eric Breen to sing that.
Pixel.
Yes.
Wait, why are you signing me up for shit? Don't you do that.
Because you're not afraid. You're also a theater geek.
Listen. The most I can do is just turn on the puppet voice. That's my one defense. I can just turn on the puppet voice. That's mine.
I can't even do it.
My lovely lady lumps.
My lovely lady lumps. Yeah,
I would love to hear Celine Dion try and do a cover version of Motorhead's Ace of Spades.
I don't know that song.
The Ace of Spades.
Pixel's gone now. There we go. Now all
you know what? You know what singer bothers me is she was big in the 90s. She did the voice thing there where they turn around in the chairs.
Yeah.
Freaking heck! What is her name? She was a Mouseketeer. She was
Christina Aguilera.
My goodness gracious! You know what? Basically, anybody who puts one hand up to one ear and does the finger thing, just stop. We don't need the finger thing. And what is this? You only want to hear out of one ear while you're singing? It's not like they're wearing headphones and they're putting in. It's like,
it is actually. They used to do that when they were.
Whoa! I can't hear you now because
that wasn't. Don't you remember in We Are the Children? They were all doing that.
England team back in the 90s. My mate's daughter was about 6 years old, and she liked that certain singer. But because she was only 6, she couldn't pronounce the name correctly. You know what she used to call her?
What?
Christina Gorilla.
There you go.
Yeah, kids are funny that way.
I knew somebody. He's a
now. LK is saying, "Think of me, think of me." Oh, I like that song.
Yeah,
that is very good.
That song.
Highlight Eric again.
I did not know Get Smart had comic books.
Yeah,
that's number one.
That's number one. Yes.
Does Inspector Gadget have it too?
Somebody brought Eric.
He wasn't
an incredible.
Plastic?
Hold on,
he
just
was
a second.
Inspector Gadget. Don Adams was Maxwell Smart, and then he also voiced Inspector Gadget in the cartoon.
I know.
And Tuxedo.
Now, you notice when they did the Get Smart movie, they totally got the idea behind the TV show wrong. Smart
I'm
was
feeling kind
was
of
an
left
idiot.
out and jealous.
Oh yeah, the Steve Carroll movie.
Yeah, everybody thought he was an idiot, whereas in the show, he was an idiot who everybody thought was this brilliant spy.
Yeah, it had enough fun Easter eggs to keep me entertained. But yeah, I prefer the show. Give me the show over the movie.
I prefer
any day.
Mr. B.
Well, yeah, of course, but I didn't think the movie was bad.
Oh no,
I
it
liked
wasn't terrible. I saw it twice in the theater.
Just give me Mr. Breen Christmas. That's all, or Thanksgiving.
Did you just say Mr. Breen, not Mr. Bean?
Speaking of, by the way, the Christmas, I think we will be doing another Christmas episode. It was fun to do last time, especially now we're going to have a lot of practice with these readings and such like this.
So, can we sign you up?
You're a couple of misfits.
Not a couple of nitwits. So we were. I asked you guys if you liked Richie Rich, and you mentioned that if it was before a certain date. So I got Richie Rich Cadbury #1, and his Dog Dollar #1. So I figured I'd get a couple of those. And here is one for Breen, National League with Richie Rich, Wendy. So alrighty.
What about a bunch of silence from the original Battlestar Galactica singing Age of Aquarius from Hair?
Three Stooges. That is cool. How about this one, Eric? This is gonna be one of the big dogs tomorrow.
Nice.
That's pretty.
This is Daredevil annual #1.
Shiny.
I see Stiltman.
Special.
Oh, I see the Matador.
And as you can see, it is in excellent.
Is that Frogman?
Wow.
The
Is it?
Matador. Yep.
It looks like.
Yeah, that is Frogman.
So there you go. This is
the other guy.
This is going to be one of the big dogs. Expect it to start around about $25-$30.
Back when frogs got respect.
Yeah, and I was actually, we see Eric. He was tossing up a whole bunch of TV
I'm not
comics.
tossing up anything now.
Yes. The elf trusts me, but don't tell anybody.
Do what you always do. Just pull a random comic.
Classic.
Nice one.
So I now this is just coincidence because I was looking for the big dogs and I was like, I need to bring something that I haven't had in a while. I didn't have Daredevil annual #1 ever on the auction, and I don't believe I've ever had a Dark Shadows #1 either.
Nice.
So
Darkness Comes has to be for that one.
As you can see, also look at that. It is a very, very nice copy. So
yes, it is.
Yeah.
Dark Shadow.
I'm assuming you're not going to sell that.
No, I will be selling it. I do an auction every Saturday night, and
yeah, you show that auction.
They're
coming out tomorrow.
I want it.
Tomorrow at 9, and there are times when I get a comic where I don't want to sell it. Last week I needed to sell a book, but I didn't want to.
Right.
And that was the first appearance of Ultra Boy.
Yeah. If you'll excuse me, I have a cat sitting on my keyboard drawer staring at me. I think it's time I've got to go and feed him.
Last night I had a bird crap on my lip. You're doing better than I did.
Right on, crap on my lip and a cat.
What's the ballpark towards the Dark Shadows?
Say again.
You gave the ballpark.
They're both gonna be starting around 25 to 30.
Okay.
They're in very nice condition. So yeah.
But I just want to know what's the story between the bird crap and your lip. What were you doing to the bird?
Yeah,
nothing. What happened was we were watching TV. It's the end of the night. We decided to let the bird fly around one more time, stretch the wings before he goes into the cage. And he is just being cute, and he flies to the TV, he flies to Gail, flies to TV, flies to me, flies to Gail. And I'm kind of laying back because I'm out of it. And he lands on my he lands on the front, and I'm like, "Hello, bird." And I kind of lay back like I'm about to fall asleep because I'm about done for the day. And but Gail is, I'm joking with Gail because she said I was talking too much, which means I'm just going to keep talking and talking and talking just to, get a little bit out of her. And so the bird puts his foot right here, And she acts, okay, he's trying to tell you to shut up. And he climbed up and then he perched on my nose, which we thought, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cute.
I noticed you, Eric.
Eric decided to trump you.
No, I can't.
Oh,
I can't
he
this
can't.
time.
No, I'm
But
pretty
if you want
sure
to
he's.
keep the set going, though, here's number 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hey, send it along to me. I'll wait and I'll sell it.
I
for you.
checked the box. I didn't have a 1, so
I have seen every episode of Dark Shadows.
Me too.
All
I used to watch-
1,225.
really.
Well, yeah, he likes that girl in there.
It used
Which
to be
one?
on Sci. Is it still on Sci-Fi? The rerun?
I don't know. I watched it on Amazon, but then on Tubi.
Okay. As a kid, I watched it on Sci-Fi, and then Forever Night. I watched that too.
That's a book that only 3 of us know about.
Ricky Nelson,
I'm
man.
telling you, I will tell you this, Eric. I will have a big dog for next week that will make your panties wet.
Wow.
That is, I am not kidding.
Joke's
I
on you.
understand
I'm not
the-
wearing any panties.
Don't judge me, Kate. I saw that look.
That's exactly the face that I made.
Well, I mean,
I wish I could make.
for those who don't know, Eric Breen is basically his work husband.
There you go. Yes,
That's
the joke here, Katie, since you're new, is I have called Eric Gale. My wife is named Gail, so I have called Eric Gale once or twice.
He's called
Never
me
got
Gil,
into
too.
Dark Shadows for some reason. Says Miss O. You know what, Miss O? I'm the same. I'm the same way. I love the Johnny Depp movie. I thought it was brilliant. The writing mostly
You're a
is
sinner.
what I
didn't. See
liked
it,
about
guys.
this. Well,
You're just
I do not think that anybody could mine the depths of a character as much as Tim Burton and Johnny Depp did with the vampire here. I think it was garbage. It was not. I can't continue on that. It was trash.
I like the 91 show with Ben Cross.
That was pretty good.
I need to watch that. I do need to watch that. I watched all of Classic, and unfortunately, I've seen that movie.
And Joanna Goings, I think her name was, played Victoria.
Yep.
She was one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. I mean,
She was,
classically beautiful.
She guest appeared on the original Kung Fu.
The new one or
The original.
Oh, the one with David
That's
Carradine.
Elite.
Yeah, yeah.
She must have been very, very young at the time.
Let's see. No, okay, cool. Yeah, best reaction. Yeah, you did look like, okay, I'm out. That finally did it. They kicked me out. I'm gone. The bird pooping in the mouth, that didn't chase you away, but what I said to Eric, that was the one. All righty, gang. We have managed to turn what would have ended up being a 50-minute live stream into about 2 hours. We were done an hour ago, by the way, guys, with the actual.
We were done a long time before that.
Yes, that is true. That is true. But actually, it's kind of fun. I love just
Kitty
hanging
cat.
out. I do actually like just hanging out and doing streams like this as well. And anytime I could actually talk about musicals and music theater with somebody who knows, you've been, you've seen, you've done. Yes,
We got to sing Suddenly Seymour together.
Let me get the lyrics.
Let me get my alcohol.
I'll
Let
do
me
it.
get out of here.
Where's the exit button? I can't get out. Zoinks!
Roo-wee-roo.
Scoob.
But no, by the way, you guys cannot tell me you don't like Little Shop of Horrors.
Never seen it.
I would love to.
I've seen pieces of it.
Love it.
I've never
I would
seen
say
it.
that probably the best part is with Steve Martin and Bill Murray.
Yeah, well, I love that part. So I don't think, in all honesty, you could have said any, and I would have been like, yeah, that's
I'm
great.
not, I'm not a huge Rick Moranis fan. That's what it is.
Oh, what?
You are
Perfect
in communist.
part.
You are dead to us.
He
man.
ruined Ghostbusters too.
No, he's one of the better parts of. Well, I don't remember Ghostbusters 2 that much. I have to rewatch it.
Oh no,
But
don't say
Ghostbusters
that's a
1,
mess.
he was great.
Don't say that's a mess.
He was in Ghostbusters. Oh, yeah, he was in Ghostbusters 1.
I remember liking
Ghostbusters 2 ruined Ghostbusters.
Bangman isn't afraid of ghosts. He's afraid of Ghostbusters 2.
I'm afraid of
He's afraid of
Ghostbusters 2016.
2016, yeah.
Add a 016 to that.
Yes.
Okay.
Carlos Maza, save us. Oh, shut up. Ginger, you do it. Get the... Yeah.
I'm not in the chat, so I can't wrench him.
Anyway.
Anyway, I got that in my head now every time I'm on the stream.
Anyway.
What?
I hear Papa Gene say, anyway.
Anyway.
And I'm back. And right, guys, asking, what is Shop of Little Horrors? That's the only shop that is actually selling the new Warriors.
Little Shop of Horrors is a really good musical. It was a movie, as they said,
Rick Moranis.
About a plant shop's about to close, but there's a character named Seymour, has a strange and bizarre plant that he's been cultivating, taking care of. They put it in a window, and a lot of people come in, and the business starts booming. Find out that this plant eats blood. It survives off of blood, and as it grows bigger, it needs more and more blood until it actually begins to eat people.
Apparently, the guy who wrote the story actually wanted it to end with the plant actually propagating and taking over the world.
Yeah, that is the original ending of the play, and it's also the cut ending of the movie. Mm-hmm. They wanted a happier movie, so Suddenly Seymour is what they ended up with.
I thought it was a movie that took place in Texas with Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. Little House.
That is a brilliant freaking musical too, and I will tell you something. Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. I am appropriate age for this. I would love to do the sidestep. Texas has a whorehouse in it. Lord have mercy on my soul. Yeah. But the best part is, ooh, I'd love to dance, little sidestep. Now you see me, now you don't. You want to see a good musical sequence? Look up Sidestep Charles Durning, and you will see one of the best performances.
Actually,
freaking brilliant.
Who also plays Doc Hopper in the Muppet movie.
Yes.
Actually, the best musical in the world is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew that was coming.
Yes, you
Not because of that, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Good.
Have a good night, Pix.
This
is my
nemesis.
My pick.
Bye.
Angleton is trying to become a pirate.
Yeah, well, that's pretty easy to do. Here you go.
Yeah.
Come here.
I see Angleton in the Best Little Whorehouse playing the preacher.
Texas has a whorehouse in it. Lord have mercy on that one.
Yeah, that
one. Have you ever read I forget who wrote them, the Spellsinger novels?
Oh, I have. Yes, John Tom.
That one. Yeah, that one where they come across a pirate ship, and the captain of the pirate ship has a hook hand, a peg leg, and is a parrot.
Oh, yes. And the worst part is he had to sing the Sloop John B song, and he got drunk.
Without actually drinking.
because when he did his songs, he whatever he says in the song comes out with his magic. And in the part of that song, the first mate, he got drunk. So he was the first mate on the ship.
Yep. But sad ending of that pirate captain's brother is he ended up ending up in our world, and
here, take my Kleenex
by some drunks.
Wipe that lipstick away. Show me your face, clean as the morning.
You know, it's
I know things were bad, but now they're okay.
What is this?
Suddenly Seymour.
Okay.
Standing beside you.
Good night, everybody.
I want to see if she'll actually do it now.
Eglinton, I've noticed when you sing, you look really happy. And this is a time when you should wear a bag over your head.
Oh,
he's done.
No, he said use protection.
Protection.
No, because it makes. I was going to say because it makes me realize how miserable I am.
I've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show live, and I probably never will. that's a hard one to catch live. I mean, if you're actually talking about the play, people don't do the play; they do the movie now. There is a brilliant song that got cut out of the movie that is in the play called "Once in a While" that I think is absolutely beautiful. When I was younger, I was part of a cast of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I got into it. My brother was there, and I said, okay, I want to go see it. And I started hanging out with all his friends, and then I kind of got, well, I would, and yeah, at the time, I would never do Rocky. I would never put on the bustier thing, you know. Yeah.
Never do Rocky at all.
Frankenfurter, yes, Frankenfurter.
Rocky would do him.
I'm thinking Frankenfurter, and I'm
only
Rocky.
Adrian can do Rocky.
I couldn't do. You wouldn't want me as Rocky at the time, even though I had a good body, but it was a runner's body, so I was like about that thin. Yeah,
sir, you could be Meatloaf.
Well, I could do the song, but the thing is, though, if they needed people, they would rotate them into positions that maybe they weren't the best for. Did a lot of Brad. Brad once, and Professor Scott once. But,
I can actually see you doing being Brad.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a light over at the Frankenstein's place.
Well,
now
damn
everybody.
it, Janet.
There's a light. I'm the only one that knows Rocky Horror. You said it was your favorite. Come on, gang.
Evil Black Cat says I'd rather watch Rocky 5.
Oh, ouch!
When I hear it,
dang.
Touch me. That one.
I want to get dirty. Creatures of the night. Creatures of the night. Now, by the way, Joseph never watched the movie without a live audience because it does. The music is awesome, but the movie does suck.
Which one? Yeah. Oh, Rocky.
Rocky Horror. Yeah. The movie's horrible, but the music is great.
I actually like the movie.
Yeah, legitimately.
Probably because of the music.
Yeah. Rocky, look at the comments.
Well, the music and Magenta. Magenta was damn smoking.
That's the character I'd love to play, Magenta.
Yeah, she was. I mean, the actress who played
I'm lucky. You're lucky. He's lucky. The Bannister's lucky. Yep. That's the line, by the way. Yep. What's up? Huh?
The Bannister was very lucky.
He is the harbinger of doom.
Look at the comments. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Now that brings back memories of my childhood.
Oh,
Rocky
yes. Oh, yes.
What moose can't fly an aeroplane?
Moose and squirrel.
Never said I could fly it well.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again?
I guess I don't know my own strength.
Yeah.
Wait, Zach, do that again?
Winkle.
Okay, that's a little closer there.
That's perfect.
We gotta go stop Boris and Natasha. I'm just laughing.
Jim Foray.
For a magician to really impress me, it's not a rabbit he's got to pull up. It's a full rabbi.
Oh, he's getting tired, aren't you? Yeah, I can see your eyes. Yeah.
He is the only one. I'm headed out.
Well, for a bird, he's pretty damn old too.
How old is he?
I got to get up early tomorrow, and at that point, I'll tune in to hear the rest of this goodbye.
How old is
Right.
Wait,
you guys tomorrow.
How old is Breen? Breen's so old that birds weren't around with that back then.
Yeah.
So old that
Breen's not here, so you might as well not bother.
Head in the hole.
No, he'll say something in the comments in like 10 seconds. Watch.
Yeah.
No, Breen is so old. He can legitimately. I can remember when all this was an accretion disc.
I like Rager's comment. I thought Rocky was a gay squirrel.
Miss So saying she used to go to Rocky Horror Picture Show with her friends in high school. It was fun. It was a good time, and that's a very accepting crowd.
How many of them were guys?
Yeah. Oh, there's tons of girls, tons of guys for Rocky, man. It's just like, geekdom is for everybody anymore. It wasn't, even back then, Rocky Horror, whole bunch of, a little bit weirdos, but for a teenage guy, it was pretty awesome.
Didn't Tim Curry hate it? He hated the role.
For a teenage straight guy, it was incredibly awesome because I tended to be one of very few that was in this particular cast.
Eglantine, back then, when you saw somebody who looked weird, you knew you would probably get some decent treatment. Nowadays, you'll get called a racist by the people who look weird.
Yeah, that tracks because people looking weird back in the day were part of our group. One thing I hate that goes on is people say that we kept people out. Bullshit, you didn't come in. That's the way it actually worked back in the day.
Yep.
We were accepting of everybody. You just didn't open the freaking door and come on in because you thought we were weirdos.
And when they came in, they just came in to prove that we were weirdos. A friend of mine, his girlfriend, on about when she went to try Dungeons and Dragons and it was boring because they said we could do anything we wanted. And when they went off down a dungeon, I had my character stay in the pub and it was really boring. I think, of course it is. You didn't do anything.
See, you guys have been blocking this. I've been trying to get Katie to sing all freaking night. And you guys, every time I start something, you stop. So, Katie, I'm just saying, you know any Rocky Horror? What's your favorite song? Let's hear something.
From Rocky Horror?
From Rocky Horror, from a musical, preferably something that people would recognize because that's always a little bit easier.
And this is how committed I am to this.
You want to play Magenta? That is,
I would
what is it?
Okay, I'm trying to think.
If I Were a Rich Girl?
I can do some Les Mis.
What about If I Were a Rich Girl?
That wasn't actually a play.
Who cares?
That wasn't even actually the song.
I can do some on my own from Les Mis. Will that
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay. And now I'm all alone again. No one to go, no one to turn to. I do not want your money, sir. I'm simply here because I was told to. And now the night is near. Now I can make believe he's here. Sometimes I walk alone each night when everybody else is sleeping. I think of him and then I'm happy with the company I'm keeping. The city goes to bed and I can live inside my head. There you go.
There you go. Very nice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's the difference between somebody who can sing and somebody who does sing.
No, that's
there you go. That's very, very good of you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you the voice talents of MKF and the Authenticator. All right, Authenticator, let's hear it.
What are we doing?
No, I'm just kidding. How you doing, man?
I was trying to say, when you're watching Katie sing, that's the voice of somebody who enjoys singing.
Who's Elgin?
Eglantine.
I just want to point out
Are
that.
you kidding me? Are you seriously? You asked that question on this channel.
I'm just kidding.
I want to point out that
you know what? That's what I do to people all the time. I love it. So don't worry
I just want to point out we actually will pay Katie to sing. We'll pay you to stop singing.
And he's gone too.
That's right.
All right.
If you want Eglantine to stop singing, feel free to super chat.
You were very much.
Wait, are we actually singing? Is that what I walked into here?
I will guess, and I will bet money. That you have had recent practice where I haven't trained and I don't do things anymore. I'm not usually doing that. When you are using your instrument, when you're actually doing this over and over again, you keep with it. There's a lot of things like I have to remind myself to sing from the diaphragm.
Yep.
Yeah, and probably for you, you've been doing this for such a while. I'm guessing that you have been doing this consistent enough that it's there. Yeah, I haven't sung in front of somebody.
You're good.
For freaking ever, except for these people who have to suffer through whatever happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do.
Ventman, if you really want Eglantine to stop singing, I have Deathstroke on speed dial.
He's good, but has many years to go to reach Eglantine's level, says Vic. You liar. But I appreciate it, Vic. Thank you.
That's the joke I made. I'm like, who's that?
Who's that? Yeah, who's Eglantine?
Who's Eglantine? Yeah, it's like
okay.
Hey.
Now, you want to hear a voice. Hello to MK. Are you there?
Oh, a new movie you guys can watch is In the Heights. That is a phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, I love that film. I love that movie.
About it.
It got such.
I'm half Puerto Rican, so I absolutely love
MK would be perfect for a doo-wop band.
Yeah, if you how you doing, MK?
Hello,
You can speak. There he is. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
We are talking about singing.
That's not adjusted or electronic or anything. He actually sounds like this.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, what demon did you make a deal with for that voice? Seriously.
No, it's when his balls drop.
Oh yeah, evil Darth Vader. Yeah, I get.
When he went through puberty and his balls dropped, they hit his knees.
Real talk, if we ever do a comic book with Galactus, Thanos, or Darkseid, MK has to do it.
Yes.
If we do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer like you guys are talking about this Christmas, he has to voice the Abominable.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
You mean the Bumble?
The Bumble, thank you. Also, I was thinking we maybe we might be able to bring in some music and we can actually sing and chop this thing up.
Yeah,
I think it would be a lot of fun.
Rudolph,
when you're doing that kind of stuff, you don't get shut down. What ends up happening is they either copyright it or where the owners of the music will get all of it, or they'll share it. So they won't take it down for it if we do this. So I'm not afraid of that. In the Heights, great. Hamilton is too. I enjoyed the Heights. I hated the fact that he got crap for it because it really was a good musical. A little bit long, but otherwise the energy
Aren't all musicals a little bit long by their definition?
No.
Here's my feeling about entertainment like this, whether it's movie, whether it's a play. A good play is never too long, and a good movie is never too long. A bad one can't get done with soon enough.
Yes.
So yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah, but if you're really into a story, it's just going to carry along so well.
Yeah, if you're in a story, you don't notice the time passing.
That's true.
What's the worst movie you've ever seen?
The worst movie I've ever seen? Gore Horror. You've never heard of it. I'm not asking. I'm telling you, you've never heard of this.
The worst movie I've ever seen has got to be Ultraviolet, the Mila Jovovich one. I mean,
that's
really.
Yeah.
I love
that. That is.
I like her. I hate her movies.
Ultraviolet is freaking Citizen Kane compared to what I'm talking about. Okay, so I go into this video store. Back in the day, they had video stores, and I get Gore Horror. This is a movie that was made by a bunch of friends on a cheap-ass video camera, and it's about a prostitute that turned into a zombie and now needs to eat penises.
Oh, God.
I picked it up strictly.
Okay, so it's your version of like Andy Warhol's Dracula.
Okay, but here's the thing. Me and my friends were looking for a good cheesy horror film. We picked it up off the title itself.
Right.
We didn't care what the description was, so we put this thing in, and we're like, "What the freaking hell are we watching?" Now, and the thing is, I get it. Manos, Hand of Fate, Plan On from Outer Space. Those are the classic bad movies.
Right.
But if you ever get a chance to see Gore Horror, just watch it so I can go, yeah. Right? So somebody else knows that this movie exists. It is so bad.
I think I've heard of it before, but I never actually got around to watching it when I was in my bad movie binging phase.
Venkman just messaged me. He wants to know if it's out on DVD.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you this.
I don't think we should expose Venkman's brain to that because he's going to reference it all the time if he ends up liking it, and I can't tolerate that.
There's two words that you use there that don't go together: Venkman and brain.
It came out in 1994.
You were not wrong. This is fair.
Doesn't look good.
Which one?
Gore.
You looked up Gore?
I did. 1994.
Oh, did we switch from musical to gore?
No. We're talking bad movies. Okay, I'll tell you this. I was just thinking of it. Damn it. Oh, I actually studied Taekwondo under YK Kim, star of the classic martial arts film Miami Connection.
Yep.
If you ever get a chance to see Miami Connection, this movie is so incredibly bad. It really was. He actually came to the theater I was working at the time to sell the movie, so we would show it, and we were watching this with him. And I'm like, okay, this is the guy who is literally teaching me the martial arts, and I know he could kick my ass, but this movie sucks. And at one point in time, I had to walk out because I was about to laugh my ass off, and I did not want to do that in front of him. You know what I'm talking about, right?
The only movie, I'm trying to think, what was the movie I walked out on? You guys are all going to hate me. I love you, but you're all going to hate me. Sin City. I walked out on that movie.
No, I would have walked out on that one if I saw it.
I liked it, but I wouldn't have paid to see it.
He's like, so Goldie did this and that. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like,
yeah, I get you. I get you.
Ash is going to hear this somewhere and his ears are going to bleed. I don't care for Frank Miller's stories too much. 300 is the exception, but
I've got to say, I think the film I actually walked out on was Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was a terrible film, and what really kept pulling me out of the narrative was Keanu Reeves and what you call as Winona Ryder's really, really bad English accents. English people do not say Transylvania. We never have.
Right.
No.
For one thing.
Movie, but
it's horrible.
When I watched it, so.
I mean, it's a good movie with some terrible acting in it. Is the thing.
It's a terrible movie with some good acting, and because Anthony Hopkins is in it.
You take those two aforementioned failures out of it, and it's a good movie. Like if you put somebody who was actually British in those parts, it would function as a decent movie. There are some movies that are ruined from top to bottom, from rafters to base.
Authenticator. It was a bad movie, but it was still better than Non-Event Horizon.
You don't like Paul W.S. Anderson, I'm sensing.
Possibly not.
Like Mila, now you're talking about her husband.
If you thought that Keanu Reeves' English accent was bad in Dracula, watch Slapshot with he plays a friend. Wrong one.
Yeah, Slapshot was Paul Newman.
It's the one with Rob Lowe. It's the hockey movie with Rob Lowe.
Youngblood.
Youngblood. Keanu Reeves is in it, and he plays a Frenchman, and it's worse.
Yes, I know what I've seen. That's one of what the hell they call him?
He's a great actor too. Keanu is phenomenal with the right projects.
In my entire life, I've only watched
Constantine. He was perfect as Constantine. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The guy who did Roadhouse. What you call him again?
I liked him as Constantine.
Would you say that
if he ever actually played Constantine, I might agree with you. But the fact remains, he did not play the character. There is nothing in the world building. There is nothing in the characterization. There is nothing in that Constantine movie that has any goddamn thing to do whatsoever with Constantine. I know it would
set him off.
He is playing a random occult detective character, and that's fine. I enjoy occult detective characters, but not every occult detective character is John Constantine, and a random occult detective does not a Constantine make.
What did you think about the TV series that was more close?
Matt Ryan is a treasure, and he can play that character basically until he dies or wants to play a different character. That's my 2 cents on it.
He seems to be fighting against the CW's attempts to destroy
the original Constantine was NBC, not CW. So
I'm on about when he's in Lesbians of Tomorrow.
He's the only reason to watch that show anymore, to be honest with you.
And when he actually first appeared on there, he actually was good. When he appeared on Arrow, actually, is where he actually was really good.
Yeah, in season 4, episode 5, I believe, Haunted.
Have you ever played DC Universe Online? And you run into Constantine in that, and the guy that got to do the voice acting for Constantine, it's not Matt Ryan, and you can painfully tell. because he's trying to impersonate Matt Ryan, but it's obviously an American who.
The fundamental problem.
Ryan,
the fundamental problem is Matt Ryan is to Constantine what Chris Evans is to Captain America or Kevin Conroy is to Batman. And until he either dies or chooses to play a different character, then he's the default John Constantine.
And even then,
fundamental long and short.
And even then,
yeah.
Okay.
It's like the 1970s. Doctor Strange was the definitive Doctor Strange.
Peter, no, the definitive Doctor Strange is still to this day John Vernon, who voiced him in the Spider-Man animated series.
I really like Benedict Cumberbatch. Actually.
He's terrible, and
I do as well.
The most fundamental issue here is that he has an amazing, epic, grandiose voice that they won't let him fucking use for some reason. I don't understand why they made him do the bad house accent.
Zach, I hear they're actually. Zach, I actually hear the next movie with the Doom. They've got Doctor Strange in, and he's wearing the blue mask.
Really?
I hate all of you. Just collectively, this entire species was a mistake.
Not spoiling anything, but following Loki, I'm actually really looking forward to Doctor Strange too.
I mean, Loki at least stuck the landing, unlike WandaVision, which
I thought that
guy in a fire.
Apparently, Richard E. Grant stole the entire series.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's right.
But
speaking of actors who would be better to play Doctor Strange, but never mind.
Richard E. Grant should have been the next Doctor Who instead of
right.
Honestly, my pick for the next Doctor Who, assuming we didn't cast a female actor, would be the guy who played Death in Supernatural originally.
I do not disagree with you.
He would make a really good version of the Doctor.
I was pulling for the guy who plays Q in the Daniel Craig James Bond movie. I think Ben Warsaw.
I'm sorry, but
whoa, hold on. I pulled the guy who played Q. He stopped by the bridge. So anyway,
Zach, you said Q, and my mind instantly went to John Delancey.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, he's an American. Guy. He couldn't play the Doctor.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right, gang.
Because he plays Q in everything he's in. That's why John Delancey can only play omnipotent trickster characters.
As soon as we start the Doctor Who talk, this is where I go, okay, it's time to go.
We were transitioning back to Star Trek, if that makes you feel any better.
Anyways, we have been on the... Yes, ma'am?
No, not you. I meant them.
I think she's telling us she's keeping us in line.
Well, I'm married. A woman tells me to shut up. I shut up for a little bit just to wonder, okay, what did I say wrong?
Lies.
I'm not stupid when a woman tells me to shut up. I shut up.
All righty, gang. Once again, thank you very much for hanging out with
us.
What?
I don't know.
But I'd like to thank Eric for being the narrator. Maranya, thank you very much for joining us. Certainly appreciate that. And you, Katie, you're all welcome. Dalton, I left messages for you, sir. Katie had to take Dr. Fate. We did a comic book today with Dr. Fate. You could have been the voice of Fate.
I saw the message yesterday, and I assumed you already made the video, which is why I was just like, okay. And then you guys have this terrible habit of starting streams right as my phone dies, and I have to plug it in to charge it. So
yeah, we've got a webcam.
That's why I haven't been around.
I'm going to turn that around. You have a bad habit of letting your phone die when we're about to go on. But anyway, you're welcome. You're welcome to join us. It's been a blast. I certainly appreciate you guys helping to make this a lot of fun. Even if these videos aren't the most successful, I still find them to be the most fun. So,
yeah,
they're not going anywhere.
I'm going to take
neither is my channel. So,
on a serious note, when the people on the live stream are having fun, the people who are watching have fun.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll grow out a little bit more there. So, please like, click that like button. And I know this sounds strange because you guys were in the chat. Leave a message into the comments section, just saying anything,
Comments make the algorithm.
Because that helps out the algorithm. I like to thank I love doing this part. I like to thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.
Take care, guys.